to say that she's anti-police, I'm not going off of that because I pulled it out of a coconut tree. I'm pulling it out of her own clips of her own voice saying it out loud proudly. So if she's changed her position and now she's suddenly pro-police and she doesn't think policing needs to be reimagined and she doesn't want to abolish ICE, then don't you think she needs to articulate that to us?
Yeah, and I think she is. I mean, I think that you're just trying to find things to be unhappy about because you've got to defend your man after, he instigated a riot at the Capitol and tried to overturn the election. You got to find things
Talk
to attack
about
the other
living
person
in
on.
the past,
She
my
said it.
friend.
She was the
January
district
6th
attorney.
is over.
She's pro-police. What's
okay,
over?
Well, January 6th is long
It's
gone.
not really over because he's still lying about the 2020 election. He's still advancing the lie that led to the attack on the Capitol. So it's not over. Police there. You want to be like, oh, Kamala's anti-police. Really? Donald Trump instigated a riot at the Capitol where 100+ police were injured. He won't apologize for it. He's happy about it. He wants to pardon and get out of prison the people that attacked the cops at the Capitol. That guy's not pro-police. And he was asked about this recently in an interview, and he went back down. He said the thing that really upset him was the lefty protesters that injured that painted the marble at the Capitol. And as a builder, he's really upset about the marble. He's not upset about the cop that lost his eye. Donald Trump hasn't called him. He hasn't called Brian Sicknick's family. Like, give me a break.
Well,
I don't like this whole Kamala is anti-police.
Donald
Trump is anti-police.
Brian Sicknick did not die because of January 6th. So
really? Oh, it's just a coincidence? Or just a quinky dink that there was a riot at the Capitol and one of the officers there died?
Yeah, because he suffered a medical emergency, I believe a stroke, after that event.
Yeah. So you think the stroke would have happened if he was just sitting there minding his own business, doing
people
general
have
work of
strokes
the
all
day?
the time. People have strokes all the time.
All right, Tom.
But
yeah, you're really pro-police. I love how you're showing your pro-police cards by diminishing
there are a few people on planet Earth that are as pro-police as I am. And if you want to look at the record, I was very vocal on January 6th. And every day since January 6th, I have condemned it loudly. Go check out my Instagram.
You're for the person that wants to pardon all the people that committed
Donald Trump doesn't want to pardon the people that took part in anything violent. The people that were simply at the Capitol.
Has he said that?
The
Can you
people
show
that
me
were
that? I would love.
He has.
I would love to apologize and be wrong. Please show me where Donald Trump said he's not planning on pardoning the people that were violent and attacking police.
He's clarified. He's clarified that the people that were just at the Capitol that day, that didn't do anything, should not be thrown in the gulag. Okay.
But sir, my question is on those.
What's going to happen to
my
the
question
people
is
that
on
tried
those
to
rioters who assaulted officers.
You have to
would you pardon
what's
those
going to
people?
happen? Oh, absolutely, I would.
You would pardon those.
If they're innocent, I would pardon them.
They've been convicted.
And by the way, the Supreme Court they were convicted by a very tough system. How come the people that tried to burn down Minneapolis?
Ladies and gentlemen, I've said it before, I'll say it again, they are not with you. If you are an American conservative, this is something I've been saying for quite some time. The loudest voices supporting you, the loudest voices that are supporting Donald Trump, supporting the Republican Party, they are not with you. The audience lives in one universe that's crafted by these opportunists and grifters and liars. And the actual thought leaders on the right, they live in a different universe. And there's a significant overlap between that universe and the universe that left-wing media lives in and the rest of us. So the right-wing influencers actually are more in alignment with the left-wing media folks than they are with their own audiences. They craft a matrix, an illusion, and they do this all for money. Look at the video that I just played. Look at Tomi Lahren. Look at her face. Did you see the expression on her face when she's saying that nonsense? Look in her eyes. Look at how she's moving her hands around. I know you'd probably interpret that as, she's just so annoyed by, I was going to say liberal talking points, but the guy's not a liberal. But anyway, but the reality is you can just tell. Let me tell you how to interpret what you just saw. Think about someone who told the most ridiculous lie, right? So let's say, for example, someone told their friend that they couldn't make it to their birthday party because they were sick or something, right? And then a couple months later in a conversation, they let it slip about this trip where they went and they had a great time at some park or some water park or something like that. And the friend is like, when was that? And then they give the date and it's your birthday. The day that they said they were sick and couldn't come to your birthday party, they were doing this water park thing, right? Think about the expression on the friend's face the instant that they get called out. When the friend says, wait a minute, that was my birthday. Think about the look on their face. Okay, well, I guess it might have been. Are you sure about the date? That was your birthday? Oh, well, right? That's the exact expression and body language you would get from somebody who is busted, 100% busted, right? Minus the admission. That's the only thing that's missing. She can't admit it. The friend can admit it, right? But she can't tell the truth to her audience that she's been lying to and scamming to enrich herself. You know how much money these people are making? Ben Shapiro, Steven Crowder, Tomi Lahren. How much money they're making pretending that Trump was the greatest president we've ever had in this country? He's not a buffoon. Joe Biden's a buffoon. Oh, what about the DEI hire? Kamala Harris. Right? She can't give up the game. Right? The friend, I mean, worst case scenario, you lose one friend. If Tomi Lahren is honest, she loses her entire business. And what skill set does she have that she can make a living off of if people find out the game she's playing? Right? So the main difference is she's never gonna acknowledge that she's playing you guys for fools. Right? You saw the expression on her face, notice one thing. I pointed this out before. A lot of time when you have debates, and this guy wasn't a liberal, but let's say when you have debates between liberals and conservatives, a lot of these conservatives, they're always smiling. Talking about serious topics, right? Talking about things that, it's an existential threat and, the Democrats are going to destroy this country and we're going to become socialists under Marxist states and we're not going to have any freedom and they're going to take our guns and everything's going to be on fire and there's not going to be any police and everybody's going to die and there's going to be hell on earth, right? They talking like that, right? But then having a debate about these topics and while the liberal is talking, they sitting there. What they grinning about? I thought the world was coming to an end. That's funny to you? I mean, it'll be funny to you if it's all a game and none of it means anything and you're just playing your audience for fools. They getting rich. They got their health care. They got their multiple houses. They about to buy a new BMW. Meanwhile, the conservative audience that's watching these people are living in some of these red states where people are suffering. They drinking poison water. They can't afford to eat. They can't afford to keep a roof over their head. Car getting repossessed. You're about to lose your home. 6 of you living in one house with in a red state with the red state policies about do for yourself and small government and the government's corrupt and this and that. And so they sitting, living in abject poverty, listening to these millionaires telling them, oh, the Democrats this and the Democrats that, and socialism, and they're going, the world's coming to an end, and Kamala Harris, and Trump is the greatest president. I really believe that. They're so stupid. Trump is a great president. He's actually very sharp. Look at Joe Biden. Joe Biden is so old. Man, these people are so dumb. They believe in this shit. Man, Trump is great, and he's sharp, and look how much energy he has, and he did a great interview with Elon Musk. They not with you.
You've got to make this race not on personalities. Stop questioning the size of her crowds and start questioning her position when it comes to what did she do as Attorney General on crime.
Don't wander off. Don't call her stupid and all kinds of names. Stay on message.
The winning formula for President Trump is very plain to see. It's fewer insults, more insights, and that policy contrast.
We can help our candidates at every level by speaking the truth to them respectfully. I have some familiarity with that. I did it for 4 years.
You tell me, why does Pence speak like this? Why is he breathing like that and like this? He can't breathe. He can't breathe like a normal person. He's just weird. Let me translate what those people on Fox News, what they're really trying to say. What they're saying is that Donald Trump is an incompetent buffoon. They know it. And I know it. And they'd like him to stop being an incompetent buffoon. Why do they think he's an incompetent buffoon? But they're not using those words, of course. Well, what kind of person who could potentially go to prison if they lose the election? I don't think that's going to happen. But the only way that they can avoid this is if they win the election, they can pardon themselves, they can shut down the cases. So their life and freedom is at stake. And one thing that Donald Trump is good at, what is in my eye? One thing Donald Trump is good at is appealing to his base. He's good at appealing to and manipulating MAGA. Those people wearing those red hats, he's really good at tapping into their emotions and their anger and just gaslighting and manipulating them. But that's his main talent. Beyond that, not so good. The problem is, in order for him to win the election, he needs to expand beyond that. He needs to appeal to the
Candidates at every level.
He needs to appeal to the moderates. Right? So, he is so incompetent and such a buffoon that he can't, number one, recognize this basic fact, especially when I know people are telling him this. Number two, do the simple thing that he needs to do to win and save his life and freedom. Stick to the issues. That's what they're all saying. This is basics. This is basics, man. Stick to the issues. Talk about the border and how many people coming through the border, and talk about inflation, and talk about, Kamala Harris, she said this policy, now she's flip-flopping and saying something else. That's what he should be doing, right? That's how you appeal to the moderates. That's how you win. So think about this. If Donald Trump is such a buffoon and so incompetent that he can't save himself with the simple task of just speaking about the issues, how are he going to save you? How are he going to save the country? How is he going to be an effective president if he can't handle something as basic as that? Kamala is the underdog. She said it herself, right? Trump has an enthusiastic crowd, a lot of energy, a lot of people want change, right? They, for whatever reason, don't like how things have been going. So Trump has an advantage of let's change things back, and he can appeal back to low gas prices. I mean, that has nothing to do with him, but he can say that. He can say low gas prices, right? He's got the energy and momentum. All he got to do is stick to the issues. Why would you want a man to be president who can't do something as basic as that? You may think Kamala is an airhead. I ain't no fan of Kamala. I don't like her. I think she's a flip-flopper. I think she's a fake. But I tell you what, she's certainly 10 times sharper than Trump. She knows how to stick to the issues. She knows how to speak to the voters, right? They want to hear about peace in the Middle East, right? They want to hear about going after the corporations for price gougings. That's what she's talking about. They want to hear about healthcare. That's what she's talking about. So anyone that's supporting Trump and sitting here calling out Kamala, listen, man, if you think Kamala's an airhead, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This airhead Kamala is way sharper than Trump. If she's an airhead, what'd that make Trump? Because she's certainly doing the damn thing more so than Trump. Trump is just stuck in a rut. Oh, it says she's DEI and she's dumb and she's beautiful, man. She looks just like my wife. And Kamala, she's dumb and she's just dumb. And Trump is a buffoon. And those folks on Fox News, they know it. That's what they're saying when they say, he just need to stick to the issues, right? That's what they're saying. They are backing a broken horse because y'all are under a spell, right? Y'all are in love with this horse. The horse ain't got no legs, but y'all just love the black stallion. Oh my goodness, it's the most amazing horse. Look at that mane. Look at the muscular definition. Oh, that horse is gonna win. The horse ain't got no legs. But the people that trying to get money, because y'all, the voters, have the most power in this country. They fooled you into thinking otherwise. People think the donors have all the power, the elites have all the power. Y'all have the most power. Right? That's why all these people are playing you for fools. They see you like the broken horse. They know the horse is broken, but they get a lot of money supporting you and say, yeah, that's a good horse. Oh, yeah, that horse is great. That horse is going to win. Right? Because all of y'all are placing your bets on this broken horse. So they sitting there cashing those checks. How much you want to bet on the broken horse? Oh, $1 million? Yeah, good. Yeah, you smart. You're going to win a lot of money today. They're not with you. Trump is a buffoon, he's a liar, he's a fraud, he's a scam artist. And all these people, they know it. Right-wing media influencers, they know it. They're grifting. They're playing you for fools. They're not with you. They don't agree with you. Woke this and pronouns. Man, they just pushing y'all buttons. Getting rich. You living in poverty, they living in mansions. This is the Debate Me channel. Debate me in the comment section below. Click on the like button, subscribe, smash that bell. Be well.